Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Space 1999 episode 5. This is called Brian the Brain. Bizarre. I hope you're all doing really well. If you are new here, my name is Marie-Clare. Thank you so much for joining me. Please excuse this. It's just going to be like that for a few episodes. So, I'm really starting to not have the oomph to watch this show. And I don't know whether it's because I just feel like we've had so many episodes. I mean, if we include series 1, 28 episodes I'm in? I think that's a lot. And I don't know, when I think about that I've still got, 19 episodes to go, I do think like, oh gosh, that's a lot of episodes. Whereas if I think of Babylon 5 and thinking, oh, I've got all these episodes to go, my response is, oh, cool, like I'm excited to get into it more. So I don't know what it is about Space 1999. I know that I'd mentioned in series 1 concerns about repetitiveness and concerns about how far can they push it, and is it just going to feel samey. In the last episode, I think I did kind of clock that Koenig is not my favourite character, which a lot of you guys agree with. So yeah, I don't know if I'm just starting to now have revelations, because in series 1 I had Victor and Paul alongside everyone else. I kind of, when you've got favourites, I think it's a lot easier to really like a show, whereas now I don't have my favourites there. So I feel like all of the elements that maybe aren't as strong, I'm starting to see. Does that make any sense? Because it does to me. Obviously, I'm going to keep going in, and I'm going to keep going in with an open mind. It's becoming very apparent to me that and also I don't think it's anything to do with the difference in quality between series 1 and series 2. I don't think it's down to those episodes. Yes, the characters, but I just think it's that how many more episodes can we have of a similar thing? I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think I mean. Because I know it in my head, I just can't get it out. It's not that I dislike the show. I don't know. Maybe I just feel like we're going in circles on the moon, and I don't see like an end point, and I don't see, you know, we're not having characters killed off, for example. Are we? No. So again, there doesn't feel like this real danger. It just feels like we're just travelling around, and in every episode they happen to just be okay by the end. I don't know. I'm absolutely rambling. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Let's see what Brian the Brain is all about.
That's not from the memory track.
No, that's happening now. John. Yasko, show me the horizon. Maya, what factor could be involved in a change of course that we couldn't read?
Just one. A gravity pull from space.
Okay, that gravity source.
The computer's still reviewing the memory tracks.
Cancel the review.
Review cancelled. Gravity scan in progress.
Could be a black dwarf.
Collision course with the black dwarf. Medical center, prepare to evacuate. Research unit, prepare to evacuate.
All Eagles, prepare to evacuate. Repeat, prepare to evacuate. Eagle 10 to remain on standby to evacuate command personnel.
Oh my gosh. Bernard Cribbins! Is Bernard Cribbins Brian the Brain? Well, that's given me a boost. Bernard Cribbins! You guys knew I needed a boost, so you put Bernard in it, didn't you? Very generous.
Estimates tell me what? Now, why isn't our computer dealing with this?
I don't know. Seems to have slowed up.
Is that what's pulling us off course?
No, Commander. I calculate that's a small planet with no more gravity pull than we have.
Focus and magnify.
That's Bernard Cribbins, I can tell by that whistle.
Star mission in 1996. Mothership and 4 Swifts. Under Captain Michael. What happened to the expedition? There was a communications break. Fate unknown. Hey, I tell you what. Can I come down and have lunch with you?
Moonbase Alpha to Swift. All right, come on down and have lunch with us.
Is he actually human? Nice.
This is the commander of Moonbase Alpha. We're coming aboard. The ship is in good order.
Yes, sir.
But empty.
That's right, Doctor.
Okay, fellas. Okay. You've had your inspection. Well armed, I see. Koenig? My antenna allows me to move about while still keeping contact with my body, so to speak. Don't step on my antenna! Gives me the heebie-jeebies, not to mention a headache.
Sorry.
Okay, lady.
How can I prefer a robot over
Ready?
some of the other characters already?
After you.
Will you take a look at that trolley? Yellow plastic wheels. Well, I ask you because, being the doctor, maybe you can throw some light on the death of my crew. Not to say my captain. I'll be glad to try to help. Right, on we go.
Mind if I come along?
Mine? No, why should I mind? I'll be delighted, really. So long, everybody. Tony. I've got a bad feeling about that machine.
Oh no.
Bad feeling? Oh, come on, Maya. We'll give it a chance. It's doing a check for us. We don't know where we're heading yet. Red alert.
No response.
We've been cut off. Where are they?
John, it's just a machine.
What do you think you're doing?
Shut up. Wow,
What if it's not just a machine? Like, what if
I'll just go through.
there's someone else hidden there?
You all right?
Am I all right? I've got to be.
I wasn't talking to you.
The same?
Yep.
The computer's either had its memory wiped or the links to it have been paralyzed.
Well, either way, Moonbase Alpha is blind. Tony? John?
Return to Alpha.
But they're prisoners.
That's so. But if you don't go back, your computer will be blinded like Moonbase Alpha, and you won't be able to get back.
We can't just leave you.
You must.
Tell them you're okay. I've got food and drink. What do you want? Music? I got music.
We're being looked after. We're safe. Acknowledge command.
Don't you love each other?
No.
Of course not. Do you mind if I test that? I've got to know. Now, into the airlock.
Really disappointed that Brian's not who I thought he was. You know?
All right. That ultraviolet never fails. Then you come along.
Why would they say they weren't in love?
I've really got to know. Coney, do you love this lady?
No, I don't.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let the air out. Slowly. You see a button in your airlock, the black one? Now at any time, folks, while the air's getting thinner, you can press your button, and that will channel your remaining air to the other airlock. You get it? I gotta tell you, you can't communicate with each other. No way, folks. Ready? Here goes.
You just have to take it in turns, wouldn't you? To like hold your breath, give the other person your air.
Simultaneous! You can have all your air back. Oh! What? You love each other. What? Oh, yeah.
Bit of a psychological game going on as well.
I've landed within 150 yards of my old mothership. I want you to get aboard the mothership, unload the fuel store, bring it back to me, and install it in my storage tanks.
And he knows as well, because they're in love, that Koenig will have to do whatever he says because Helena's with him. And where's Tony and everyone? Because surely Brian can't see him now because he's out in the fog.
John, Tony, Maya. Am I glad to see you?
Well, we landed ahead of you, so we came aboard.
See what's out there?
Yeah.
Presumably the crew. I tested the atmosphere.
How did they know that he was going to go onto
They
this
went out
ship?
without their suits. They must have been crazy. Listen, how do we get at the brain? We can't just rush it. It's still got Helena.
Not only that, it's got the only working computer in this part of the universe.
Okay, so how do we get at it?
By breaking its mind.
Breaking its mind.
Confusing it to the extent it doesn't know what it's doing. It killed the man who made it. We'll work on that. Hello, what's this?
I forget she can become whoever she wants to.
Easy, Maya.
Got it?
Let's find that fuel, Tony.
That Koenig is taking his time.
We're approaching with a fuel core.
Have you got it all? Koenig, answer!
Are you ready to receive me?
Yes, of course I am. Come on, Koenig!
Because I wonder if Koenig just went along with the rules and did it, would Brian drop them back off?
Careful. That's right. Gently. Carefully. That's it. What's that? What is that?
A mouse?
Get rid of it. It's biting my antenna. Where did it come from?
Planet D.
There are no mice on Planet D.
They're on now. It's got a message for you.
What message?
A message from Captain Michael.
What? But he's dead. What message?
His crew was misled, and he was left with no means of life support.
You killed the man who created you. Your own father. Why?
Now listen, both of you.
I know why you killed him. He was working on an improved version of you.
He was not. He was not.
Yes, he was. I saw it.
Brain.
Ah!
Brain, I want to talk to you.
Oh!
Why did you do it?
It was a mistake.
Who am I?
Captain Michael, my father!
They're just going to leave him hanging out the aircraft.
Preparing to dock. All right, Brian. We'll let you live if you give us your memory core undamaged.
Yes, take my memory, take everything. All I wanted was life and friends. I'm so lonely. Take it all. Take it all.
reinstall its memory core, though that could be dangerous.
No. Not if we program our own morality into it.
Mm-hmm.
Give it the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, you could order it to self-destruct if it ever harbors any evil thoughts again.
Are we going to have any off-duty time that coincides?
I think all our off-duty time has been used up for the next month, sir.
Terrific. I was looking forward to discussing that love test.
What test was that, Commander?
Oh, just a little something that our friend Brian devised.
It's a test that we we failed.
I thought we passed it.
Okay, so Bernard Cribbins wasn't the voice. I was convinced he was the voice. You'll have to confirm that for me. Obviously he was Captain Michael, but I was absolutely adamant he was the voice. I actually quite enjoyed that episode. I think I needed, that felt like a bit of a breath of fresh air. I liked this idea of the robot. I've said this a lot in the past, I tend to have more sympathy for robots and animals than I do humans. So by the end, I actually did feel a bit sorry for the robot, which I don't know if I should have done. I know it's not going to happen, but I would just quite like a nice episode. I'd quite like an episode where people aren't baddies and no one's out to get anyone, because I thought I maybe naively thought that was what was going to happen in that episode. But I liked this concept. I liked the idea that the robot was so powerful, because normally you can overrule them quite quickly. Obviously they did eventually, but the robot had things in place that they could do. The love test between Koenig and Helena. I don't know if they're not in denial about it, but I just thought it was a very obvious, yeah, we're in love. So that's interesting. We had no Alan, maybe because Alan is typically used as one of the pilots. Maybe they wanted to use someone different, because I guess otherwise you could be using the same cast. I really like Maya and I really like Tony. I think they have been really great additions, so that's a relief. I had a good time. I do think that Koenig for me is just not my favourite character, and I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if it's because we've seen so much of him. I don't know what it is. I just don't feel like he has as much depth to him as other characters do. And I don't feel like we can see, maybe it's the way he's written, I don't know. I just don't feel like we could see much more range from him. I feel like in all these episodes we've had so far, like I don't know how else the character can be pushed, and I think he's written quite blandly. So again, let me know your thoughts, because it's always intriguing to hear like where our stance is on it. And yeah, I'm actually, that did feel like a bit of a breath of fresh air, which was really, really good. It was nice to have a robot kind of in place of, you know, an alien species or something. So good. I've ended that on a high, which is really good. And I will see you very soon for the next episode.